Well, I said it and I'll repeat it again. It's Peter Obi. I mean, there's no way I can cast a vote for an Atiku or a Bola Tinubu. I have a framework of leadership. I call them the three C's: character, competence, and capacity. I've been talking about this for decades. So when I use it and I do a weighting of the scores of each of the candidates around these three attributes that make up my framework of leadership, character, competence, and capacity, the person who comes out with a score higher than that of the others, because you're not compromising character for competence or compromising competence for character, then you find that, there's no way I'm going to vote for anyone other than Peter Obi in this election. And I do believe that citizens who care for themselves, citizens who want a break with what we've seen in these decades and decades of failure, should at least vote for a candidate that they can relate to, a candidate that would listen to what it is that they care about. Because for the first time, the citizens of Nigeria are engaged. They're going to hold Mr. Peter Obi to account for governance, because he would be a product of citizens' desire to break away from the old.
The statement has sparked excitement among Peter Obi supporters, while also generating intense debates among political observers, analysts, and Nigerians from different political backgrounds. For many people, Ezekwesili's comments carry significant weight because of her reputation as one of Nigeria's most respected voices on governance, accountability, education, economic reforms, and public policy. Over the years, she has built a reputation for speaking her mind regardless of which political party is in power. Unlike many politicians who are perceived to be loyal to specific political interests, Ezekwesili has often positioned herself as an advocate for good governance and institutional reforms. This is why her endorsement has attracted considerable attention. According to her, her support for Peter Obi is not based on sentiments, ethnicity, religion, or political loyalty. Instead, she says it is based on an objective assessment of competence, leadership qualities, integrity, and the ability to address Nigeria's numerous challenges. Nigeria currently faces one of the most difficult periods in its history. Rising inflation continues to affect millions of families. Unemployment remains a major concern, particularly among young people. Insecurity persists in various regions of the country. Businesses are struggling with high operating costs, while many citizens continue to express concerns about the rising cost of living. Against this backdrop, many Nigerians are looking closely at those who may seek to lead the country in 2027. Ezekwesili's comments appear to reflect a growing desire among many citizens for leadership that prioritizes competence over political connections and performance over rhetoric. Supporters of Peter Obi were quick to celebrate the endorsement. Across social media platforms, many Obi supporters described the statements as further validation of what they have been saying for years. They argue that Peter Obi's record as governor of Anambra State, his business background, and his emphasis on fiscal discipline distinguish him from many other politicians. Some supporters pointed to Obi's repeated calls for investment in education, healthcare, production, and economic development as evidence that he possesses a different approach to governance. Others highlighted his reputation for prudence and accountability while serving as governor, arguing that these qualities are exactly what Nigeria needs at this point in its history. Ezekwesili's comments have ignited discussions about what Nigerians should prioritize when choosing their leaders. Should voters focus primarily on competence and track record? Should political experience take precedence? Or should citizens look for a combination of both? These questions are becoming increasingly relevant as political conversation around the 2027 election continue to intensify. One reason the statement has generated so much attention is because Ezekwesili is not generally known for making endorsements lightly. Throughout her public career, she has often been critical of governments and politicians regardless of party affiliation. Because of this reputation, many observers believe her comment reflects a genuine conviction rather than a political calculation. The former minister has consistently advocated for reforms that would strengthen institutions, improve accountability, and create opportunities for ordinary Nigerians. Her support for a particular candidate therefore naturally attracts interest from citizens who follow governance issues closely. Beyond the endorsement itself, the discussion highlights a broader shift taking place within Nigerian politics. Increasingly, voters are demanding more detailed conversations about policies, economic management, education, healthcare, insecurity, and governance rather than relying solely on traditional political narratives.
Nobody can tell you things are moving well. What are they going to do now?
Right. Sorry. People are going to kill me on the internet. Okay, so you don't. So the answer to the question is, you believe that your coalition is even bigger because people have seen the results of the last election. That's your point. I don't want to laugh. Okay, final question.
Judy.
Right.
Those who have business.
The whole studio is cracking up. The whole studio is cracking up. The whole studio, my crew is cracking up. Right.
People had business. When he came into power, have collapsed.
That's not funny. Yeah.
They've collapsed. They're not people who are selling.
What's kuli? I didn't expect it.
They're not people selling kuli. They had business when he came.
Oh, Akara.
Yeah, no. No. I said those who had business when he came.
Right.
I'm not become.
Oh, Lord. Okay, final question, sir. Why should I'm crying?